recent illustration that I did for the other lecture with the other class. So here you can see I did a feather touch over here, like यहाँ पे एक bunch of feather है. So you understand, you just see right now, then I'll teach you also how to do all these things. Feathers have a little bit of play in it, तो थोड़ा वो texture हम यहाँ पे देते हैं. Then this is full sequence. This is sheer fabric over here. So you understand that यहाँ पे sheer है, यहाँ पे उसका skin भी show हो रहा है. So how we do that, all these things I'll teach you. This is sequence. Sequence में what happens is जो आपके highlighted portions होते हैं body पे, वहाँ पे ज़्यादा sequence highlight होता है, ज़्यादा shine होता है. And जो थोड़े से hidden parts होते हैं, flat होते हैं, वहाँ पे कम होता है. All these things I'll show you, but just see how we have to do, what type of work I am expecting from you guys that you should learn and try to do with practice. You all can do this because this is not a rocket science which nobody can do. You just need a lot of practice to do this. And this is another thing, like you can see, this is done from a picture. This is the picture from Lakme Fashion Week. So here she is wearing a pant sari with a shirt. So we have to replicate this design in our illustration. So here what you learn is when you see something, तो उसका same replicate आपको कैसे बनाना है replica उसका in figure. So what points you have to keep in mind is just observe कि fabric कहाँ से कैसे जा रहा है body पे. You see यहाँ पे थोड़ा pleats आ रहा है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा pleats आ रहा है, यहाँ पे कुछ flowers बने हुए हैं, यहाँ पे. So all these things you have to observe और वो कैसे दिख रहे हैं. यहाँ पे थोड़ा dark light color है. ये stripes की साड़ी है. We all can see that. But वो stripes पहनने पे pleats होने के बाद थोड़े से mix हो जाते हैं. एकदम सीधा नहीं होता है. So you have to keep in mind all these things. Then again I did the same thing here. I kept the pleating over here with the irregular stripe pattern because when it's pleated, the stripes are irregular. You don't get the exact same stripes in a pleat. Then these flowers over here with some depth given with a darker color. And these flowers are done by acrylic color just to give more of a 3D effect. And other than that, I used poster colors over here and a black micro tip pen and Stedler. And one more thing, whenever you are doing illustration, the more layers are there in illustration. By layer, what I mean is, like first you did a plain black or plain color with any medium like watercolor or poster color. Then again, to give more shading or depth to it, you use Stedler, or like if you have to use a white color for certain portions, then use white charcoal pencil for that. So what happens when you do a lot of layers and a lot of mediums are mixed, then you get a really attractive and effective illustration. Rather than just doing it with one color medium, just doing it plain without giving the details to it. Then this is another thing. This is a gown which I made like for a red carpet theme. Here again, what you can see is, see the hairstyle also. What I did is, hairstyling also I'll teach you. When you see the scalp area, center mein when you have a partition, center portion is darker, and then when the head curves, your hair curves, or you have curls in your hair. So whenever the curve is highest, that portion has the maximum highlight, maximum shine in it. So that's why I did dark, and then center portion will be light. You always observe it in pictures or any person in real, you will find this thing. This is again sheer, very sheer fabric, So that's why we have to give a base of skin color in it so that it looks sure. You have to give a skin color also beneath the fabric color. And then this is all embroidery. And what white pen you guys were asking is, whatever you see here, a little bit of white marks, all these marks are for that shine, because these fringes are done with pipes. The pipes we use in embroidery, that was my idea. And these pipes are shining, these sequins are shining. That's why I had given that dazzle sparkling effect in it with the white pen. So when you don't have a white pen, then you have to do all this with a poster color, and it's up to you. If you're comfortable, go ahead with poster color, do it with that. But a lot of times, these strokes become broad or thick when you are doing it with poster color. With pen, you get the fine effect. Again, in this illustration also, what I use is Stedler, poster colors, white pen, black pen, and yeah, that's it. That's all I've used in this one. You see here the folds. I've given all the details. Like this portion has fusing in it, which makes it stiff to stand like this, but still it has the fall in it. So I have to show these details. Like when the fabric is folding, you have to show the shadows. These are another theme which I did inspired from Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I have to make all the little short black dress. So here you see I have done net fabric. So you see it's very fine. This I did with Stedler. So what I was saying in the beginning, Stedlers have to sharp with the color paper cutter is because of this. In this illustration, I had to sharp a lot of time because every time you give few strokes, it becomes blunt. Then you again have to sharpen it. So that's the reason you use cutter and not a regular sharpener. Here you can see some lacing net I have used. So you have to do lace and then you have to do the embroidered lace. Net ke upar you have to do lace effect. Again, in this black also you can see some effects over here. The shadow effect, light and dark. This is the bridal wear. This is where I use the gold pen. You can see on this net the small gold dots. Even on the blouse, the embroidery done is all with that gold penty pen which I was telling you in the beginning. So you can see the gold pen is so good. It makes the illustration looks 3D and like perfect. So again, this is all I did was mirror work. This mirror work, then again mirror work may have to show that shine because when mirror moves or light falls on mirror, it sparkles. So again, for that matter, I have to give it that sparkly effect. This is Banarsi dupatta. So for all this illustration, I had few swatches which I have to use for this collection. So again, according to that, I designed the entire thing.
And which color you use for
again another design from that collection gown. So you see the fur sleeves over here. All this, and you see some shine in it. It has shine. So the gold color which I told you, gold dust. So I mixed silver dust with purple and then did it to give this shine in the fabric. In the photos like that you can't see, but in person you can see this. This is a beach wear. This you can see chiffon or any lightweight sheer fabric can be done like this. So when you are doing sheer fabric, you have to keep in mind that it has to be like just a very thin layer on the top of your garment. So yeah, you have to keep all these things in mind. Here again, I used Stedler for the swimsuit, and this fabric, the cover of the shrug on the top, is did with Stedler again. But what I did is Stedler with watercolors. All these things, you just listen to me. I'll teach you everything later on, so don't get hassled with that. You're not getting what I'm saying. Just telling you in advance, just briefing you what we are gonna do. This is another design from the same bridal wear collection. So you can see the gold pen, how good it makes your illustration. The regular gold pen which you get, that will not give you this type of effect. In this illustration, I used poster color as a base, just to give the base color. Then I used Stedler to give these folds in the fabric. जो भी fabric fold हो रहा है, when it's folding, that shading I give with Stedler. White pen for sparkling things, gold pen for embroidery, and other than that, a few places I used regular this pencil which we draw, just to give a little bit of depth. This is just a menswear which I did with poster colors. And then we have, yeah, this is a full hairstyles idea. So you see the effects we follow for hairstyle. In each and every hairstyle, you can see there is that 3D effect, that depth in it. You can see it becomes very real when you give that shine at the right place and darker tones on the right place. And for doing hairstyle, again you need very sharp, pinpointed tip of your Stedler, because in hairstyle also you have to get very fine. You can see the strokes done here are very fine. When you do it with a blunt pencil, it is not good. The strokes become very thick, and you don't get this type of hairstyles, like proper, neat and clean 3D hairstyles. So yeah, that's it. Now we move ahead with what we have to start with our basic sketching skills. I'll teach you the 3 figure drawing, and then you have to practice them, and you'll become master like me. Yeah. So these are the measurements we follow for drawing kids block figure. Okay, so one more thing, terminology we use in fashion illustration, something like this. This is a basic block. This is like a basic template of a kid's figure which you have to follow, and following to this proportion measurements, you can draw any figure, any pose of kids, or any, like I'll teach you the women and men figure also. So in that matter, this type of figure is called a block figure, and this type of figure is called a flesh figure. Basically, just giving a normal human body is a flesh figure. This is a block figure, and shading or like drawing, like coloring is called rendering. Pencil rendering, Stedler rendering, that's the term we use in illustration. All these are just the measurements. So I'll explain you how these measurements are written. Like suppose I've written head one by one. All these measurements are in inches. Remember that these are in inches, not in centimeters. One by one means one is the length, one is the broadness of the head, the face. So whenever we are, yeah, you can note it down. I'll keep it like this. You can note it down. Whenever the first term written is the vertical measurement, which you take it in a lengthwise thing, and whatever the second term is written is the width of the portion of that body. And bracket is like suppose 0.4. So 0.4 is the broadness of the neck, which you have to draw. So 0.4 I have divided by 2 because I'll show you. We first draw a line, and against that line we divide the portions equally, the broadness of the figure. So that's why I kept it ready divided by 2, so that you don't have to worry about or keep a calculator and calculate it and then do it. Just to save some time, I already kept all these things ready. Just note it down and you later on see in the video which you get. Is everyone noting it down? Or else I should go ahead. So see, these are the measurements you have to learn like for initial stages. All these block figure and doing it with measurement is just for initial stages when you are new and you can't do freehand drawing. Once you practice it, you do a lot of figure drawing, then you obviously get an idea that, okay, if I'm making a kid's figure, so it will be this long, the head will be this much, face will come here. So when you start drawing it, you with practice, you obviously get an idea about how big that part should be. So then you don't have to follow each and every measurement. If you are drawing some other pose, then you have to measure each and everything with scale and then do it. So yeah, kids figure full length is 4.5. First, draw a line which is 4.5 inch. So this is a 6-inch scale. On this, okay, I'll tell you how to see these divisions on the scale. This complete 2 big lines makes 1 inch, and between them is a smaller line which gives you half. So when I want to make 1 inch, so this will be my 1 inch. If I say I have to mark half inch, 0.5 inch, so I will do it over here. Just remember these big lines are 1 and उनके बीच में the middle line in any 2 big divisions is half of that. So this is 0.5. And then again you see between these two also, जो हमारा first big division and 0.5 का जो division है, in between that also you have one line over here which is bigger than the other lines. This line is bigger than the other divisions over here. This is 0.25. So just remember, like between 2 big divisions, this is 1 inch. In between them there is one division. This is 0.5. And between these 2 divisions also you get one line which is bigger than the other lines here. That is 0.25. So this is 0.25. This is 0.5. So you just have to remember 1, 0.5 and 0.25, and you can do around that only. Here we have to draw 4.5 inch. So just see, this is 1 inch. Okay, the bigger lines, wherever the bigger lines are there, between two big lines, that's 1 inch, and you can see this is half because this is in between these two. This is half inch, 0.2, 0.5, and again between these two, this division is 0.25. So this thing you have to remember, you have to learn this. Big divisions make 1 inch. Any, like if I'm saying I have to make a 4.5 inch long line, so I'll count it like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Then if I move here, this will become 5, but I have to make 4.5. So this is 4.5 because this is the middle one. So you just start counting like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have to just make 0.5 more. So this is 4.5. Any measurement that you have to make, you just have to mark it like, count it like this only. 1. Suppose initially you have to mark 0.5. So I'll mark it over here only. If I have to mark 1.5, so I'll count 1, then 0.5 more. So this will become 1.5. So these, just remember the bade wale lines is 1 inch, smaller than that is 0.5, and smaller than 0.5 is 0.25. Just remember that, and then you just start counting over here, so you will learn easily. Is there still any doubt with divisions? Anyone? Because just you have to learn how to see the division on scale, and then you just have to follow these divisions for all the drawings: male figure, female figure, kids figure. Any doubts still?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So, and once you see I start doing it, you learn with me. So I have to draw 4.5. सबसे पहले the kids figure, remember it's of 4.5. This is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 0.5. That means 4.5. I'll draw 4.5 inch long line. Okay. Then I will make the other measurements. First you draw 4.5 inch long line. Then you make these lines, these points on the line. The first term in each and every measurement is the lengthwise measurement, the vertical measurement. So suppose first measurement what is written is 1 inch head. So here I'll mark 1 inch this. This is 1 inch. This will be the head of the body. Okay. Then you see the neck, 1.2 inch. This. So now for neck, I will mark 1 inch, and then uske niche 0.2 I have to make. So we know 0.25 is this big line. Then 0.2, what should 0.2? It should be just a little less than 0.25. That's like basic maths. See 0.25 से एक division आप कम ले लोगे, so that will be your 0.2. In this you don't have to be accurate. Just take approx measurements just around. You just have to keep your mind like कि 0.2 है, so what should it be? 0.25 से थोड़ा सा कम. If it is 0.6, that means 0.5 से a little more. 0.9, it should be a little less than 1. So just take 1 or 2 division less than that, depending upon how less it is than the standard measurement. 1, 0.5, 0.25, these are standard ones. Around these only you have to mark the other measurements, taking the plots. So we marked 1 inch head, 1.2 we have to mark. So 1 inch and then 0.2 is not 0.25 से थोड़ा सा कम, 1 division less than 0.25 we did the 0.2. So this is neck. Shoulder is 1.25. So now what we did is 1.2 is neck, 1.25 is shoulder. Then chest we don't have to mark anything. Waist we have 2.25. 1, 2, this is 0.25. So this is 2.25. One, 2, 2.25. Hips 2.75.
Hello, ma'am.
So
hello.
here it is. 1,
I'm having this
2,
kind of scale.
2.5, 2.75.
Hello, ma'am.
So basic maths 0.75 is 0.5 plus 0.25 is 0.75. I'll tell you how we mark 0.75 also. This is 1 inch, this is 0.5, this is 0.25, and after 0.5 we get 0.75. Like any division के बीच में the smaller division is 0.25 per division. These small divisions are of 0.25. So after 0.5, the 0.25 division is 0.75 division for any number. Yeah, what's the doubt?